Alrighty then, it is January the 19th. It's what's today? Tuesday. Hope you had a wonderful MLK Junior Day yesterday, spending time with your families and doing all kinds of good stuff. So thank you for joining us. Dimitri is with us. President-elect is with us as well. Melanie, Miss Catman is with us. James, how you doing, James? James is with us, and Drew, Semper Fi. Let's see what the chat's saying before we get started. Goodbye, morning, Bobby and all. Hey, Melanie, hope y'all are all doing well. And you know, I gotta say, I was a chicken last night. I was laying in the bed, and I sent out my bond trade to you guys. Let's see, when did that feel? Was it in the morning or was it in the evening? Let's see. I don't know. I looked and my bond trade that we were up $60 on yesterday was up only $15. And I'm like, you know what? This week, man, of all weeks, I just don't want the bonds to just go trash on me. Let's see what they're doing. And a lot of you may not trade the bonds. That's fine. Remember, you can trade TLT if you want a kind of a substitute. But let's see what ZB did. It was going down. Oh, yeah. See, so, I don't know. I freaked out a little bit. This is a 30-minute chart. Where is Monday? See, I mean, it didn't do that good. I probably should have held in, right? Because it's back into the fair price range now. I got out of it. I just didn't want a green trade turning red on me. And sometimes I do that, especially on the futures. Man, I will ditch them in a heartbeat. So let's record our stuff. Remember, I didn't get on y'all yesterday, but I was like, hey, man, you want to make this thing work, you better be recording your stuff, right? And if you need me to help you, I am here for y'all, okay? I really am. We will get it done. So let me record our little performance for the day. 1921. All right, let's see how we're doing in the account. Uh-oh, I've got it hidden there. Let's see, my account. I don't think we're going to be playing no Jeffersons today, y'all. I hate this. Oh, it's going to hurt. Y'all ready? 44,361 point. Oh, it's changing. 73. 44,367.73. Unbelievable. I might as well shut the computer down. I mean, that is horrible. I'm still up 1.84% on the year. Let's see what my bond trades did to me. I got a feeling I lost money in them. I'm not down about it. I'm just saying I chickened out last night. Let's see. I closed my put. Let's see. What did I do? I closed my put at, let's see, 163 put. Yep. Let's see. What did I do it at? The current day price. Just record this. Give me a second. It's a little 16 tick, so I normally put 0.16, and the debit for that was, oh, this is gonna hurt, 252.09. Look at me. I lost money on that trade. Darn, that hurts my statistics. Dang it. I'm now $19 on that one. But y'all, sometimes I just have a feeling. You know, I got a feeling like, man, I need to be out of this. So I closed this one. We'll say it was yesterday because I did it in the middle of the night. 118.21. Let's see how much red I'll have to make here. Oh, it hurts. Gosh, that hurts my statistics. What was my notes? I need to have one that says Bobby was a chicken, little piece of crap he was. He got all scared and nervous. Loser. That's what he did. All right, let me make this red. Oh, man, now look how much red I got in my futures this year. Man, do I stink. All right, so that's red. Well, let's see if I made any on this other one. I don't think I did. Let's see. I closed my call out because I was a chicken at 0.11. Let's see here. 0.11 ticks, and that was, oh, hold on. Y'all ever beat yourself up like I do? 173.97. Ah, that one lost too. Look at that. It said I was up, and I was too lazy to come upstairs to check my spreadsheet, see if I was taking a loss or a profit, so I lost $4.19 on that. But guys, sometimes you got to do that, right? You got to get out of a position if you go, I'm not feeling good about it. It's got 32 days in it. I was like, yeah, that thing could crater tonight. That's another red. Oh man, do I stink. Gosh, do I stink. There we go. Other. Such a loser. Why is that not working? I'll check that out later. No big deal. It's probably like, I can't believe that you got all this red on the futures, you goofball. I told y'all, I'm the worst trader that you know. Because really, was that with my plan? No, I mean, I could go, if I go 50% down, I'll adjust them, 50% loss, and those were not 50% losers. But I just had a feeling. I had a gut feeling. And as traders, we sometimes have that. And I'm not even going to look back. I'm not going to say, was that a good decision or a bad decision? I made the decision. I fully accept the consequences. So now we've got our net lick going. Let's record all of our wonderful Greeks, because you, ladies and gentlemen, will learn how to manage your portfolio by the Greeks. So I'm -10 on Delta. So we go to Greeks and ratios. Remember, if you're joining us for the first time, all you got to do is fill in the 4 blue columns, right? It's already got the date on there. Ain't got to worry about that. So I'm -10 in Delta. I'm sitting sweet there. Now here's where I'm going to get in trouble, y'all. I'm going to be way low on my theta. My theta is 37.19. Oh man, I can tell you right now, I'm below the 0.10. Let's see. My theta is crud ball. I hadn't been this low since January the 6th. We want that to be between 0.10% and 1%, right? But my Vega is super, baby. It's only -60.38. Vega's what hurts you when the market crashes. So I don't have a lot of Vega. And I've been thinking, do we think we're going to have riots this, week? And now I'm just saying, I don't think so. I think everything's under control. My buying power, I'm only using 67.59. 67.59 of my buying power. Now, if this doesn't show you that I'm a pudding, I mean, nothing does, right? You pudding Bobby, you're only using 0.08% in theta. You're way under, buddy. And you little pansy, you are only using 15% of your buying power. My deltas are fine, though. I don't need any adjustments, and I am negative delta, right? So we go to the little account, and we see if there's anything that needs to be managed. Let's see if our micros need to be managed. How come that's not pulling in? If D3 is that, R2 equals ask of your D3, how come you aren't pulling my price in, buddy? What's the problem? Looks like the formula's there. The formula's there. Okay, looks like I'd have to close that and see. So let's just see within this how our little micros are doing.
Bobby,
Yeah,
I had a thought.
talk to me.
Is that where we put the apostrophe the other day?
Let's see, is it? I thought that was on one I closed, but you might be right. Let's see. It's got a little period there. I don't see it.
Okay, then it's not my fault.
But Melanie, yeah, I was going to blame it on Melanie. Normally we blame it on Matt, right? Where is Matt today? Is Matt not in here? Where the devil is he? All right, so I can't believe I missed yesterday's session. My phone wasn't getting Discord notifications. Oh, sorry about that, but you watched the recording this morning. No negative self-talk, mister. Thank you. Keeping me in line, Melanie. Too much, too often. That's something I'm working to be nice to myself as I am to others. Well, that's a good thing. I beat myself up a lot, but I really do love myself. I really do. I'm actually the only person I like to be with all the time. Like, I never get on my nerves. I may get on your nerves. I may get on my best nerves and my children's nerves. I never get on my nerves. So, that's not pulling my price in. What did we say that was? Those are up. Percentage profit. One's up 6%. One's down a little bit. So, nothing to do there. Look at there. It's like I didn't even put it on. But I am up $22. The 22 I lost yesterday on our micros trade. Now, DraftKings. Now, I see exactly why Matt's not in the room. Look at there. He's the one that pulled me into that trade, right? We're down 23% on that. Okay. Anything else we're down on? Oh my gosh. Okay. Snap is still coming back though, isn't it? But I don't think I've got many days left on that Snap trade. What do we got? What, 17 days on there? Yeah, but the last 2 days it's been up. So Snap's coming back for us. DraftKings, that's Matt's fault. He got us into that trade. EWW. Oh man, never let a green trade go red. Look at this. We're only up 3% on it now, but I'm going to leave it there. Microsoft is up 35%. Look at that. On the day, we're up 61.50. That's 35%. We've got 17 days on that trade. Let's see if it's giving us a closing signal. I always like going and seeing if I got a signal to close something up, baby. So that would be under our equities tab. Microsoft says that we are up, wait a minute, short put, down 11%. Well, that's not what the thing is telling us. Let's see. Auto close date. Maybe that's like from the other day. Maybe my things are not getting total. Let's see. It says the current price is $1.91. Let's go back in there and try to close that and see what it'd let us close it for. Right click, create closing order, buy it for $111. Yeah, it's not even pulling in the right prices, is it? Oh my God, I don't want stock too. Jeez, man. But apparently that one's going for $113. All right, what else we got? Did I buy stock in Microsoft the other day? I don't see stock. -117. I don't know why it would do that order. All right, and then my O trade, O is up 41%. How many days I got in O? If you don't like O, I like it. It's a little real estate trust. Let's say we got 59 days on that. Let's see if we're getting a closing signal on O. O. Here we go. O is telling me that, well, if it's not the right price, though, we don't know, do we? So let me close this and open it back up. See if it'll give me the right prices. Sometimes you got to do this, you know. Okay. Chum on. Chum on. Pardon if you was on the phone until now. Why must you be rude, President-elect Ken? Oh, man, we're coming to your inauguration tomorrow. Oh, man, are y'all ready for this new administration? I just hope that we don't tax us on, you know, they always say, we're going after Wall Street. And they don't realize that you and I are Wall Street, right? Don't go after us. We're just, you know, we're just small fish in a big pond. But we trade the stuff that the big boys trade, don't we? Oh, man, what's wrong with my spreadsheet? Unbelievable. So embarrassing to have this happen. Well, it's not responding now. That's fine. All right, so what do we want to do today? Y'all got any stocks or anything you want? Oh, I know what we've got to do, right? Today is the day that we're going to put on the VIX hedge. Now, if you don't know, in the spreadsheet that I have given you, you actually have a tab that says VIX hedge. Let's see if we can open it back up now. All right. And it's time to put on the hedge. And if you don't have one on, I would suggest it. If you got, you know, you don't have to allocate a lot to it, but let's see what VIX is doing today. VIX is down, and it's always better to buy, if you're going to buy a VIX call, to buy it when VIX is down, right? So VIX is actually down today, the market's up. You can see I've got positions expiring today. That call will get out of here, and yeah, here we go. I'm just going to let me pull up my, we got the spreadsheet that's fixed. There we go. What would we do without Microsoft Excel? That's now taking up my entire screen. So we go back to VIX. We see that VIX is down today. We've got positions in the 0, basically the 30, basically the 60, and the 90 day. So we need to actually get a position in this May 19th, 21 at about 120 days out, right? So we're going to buy calls, and your spreadsheet will tell you how much calls that you need to. Oh, I remember Lotus 123. I remember that. Dwayne. Oh man, were those the days? Lotus 1, 2, 3. Man, I thought I could do everything. All right, hold on. It's pulling up my spreadsheet. So embarrassing. And my computer screen, if y'all could see it, my kids, I mean, they got Oreo crumbs all over the place. You know, gummy bear slime on everything. It's just embarrassing. And then you hear the little fat one in the background. She's just yelling at something for her mom. I wish I got the treatment that kid gets. Okay, so you've got a, hey, go find her, kid. All right, so it automatically brings in your net lick, right? And then it automatically calculates what a 0.25% of your portfolio is. Now, y'all, that ain't 25%. That's 0.0025 of your account. So it says that, hey, Bobby, I need to invest about $111 in buying some VIX calls, right? So let's go out there, and I'll go ahead and put our order in. I got a feeling we're going to be Johnny One Lot. And we are going to go in, and we're going to buy, at 119 days out, we're going to buy about $111 worth of, there it is, look at there. Now see, depending on what you go on, I mean, is that 10 delta or 19 delta, or is it a 3% probability of being the money? And this one would be the 10 delta, right? The 240. But I'm just going to go down to the one where I'm going to basically buy. I could spend $115 here if I bought that one, or $100 there. That's at the 17 delta, the 19 delta. So technically I could go up to the 10 delta, because that's what we normally buy, and maybe buy 2 of those, or go up here and buy 2. Where do you want to spend your money, right? You could spend it here, you know, you could spend it here and buy 2 of them, but I think I'm going to be happy going to the 65 and buying that one. Why is it doing this order like that? Unbelievable. It's saying I want stock. I don't want stock. See if I can do this again. I want to buy, there, at $1. So that'd be $100 that I'm paying to buy that particular call. So let's route it. And we are filled, even though we get a delay on the, there we go. So we go into the spreadsheet, and we just bought the, look on my phone, we bought the 65 call, put 65 there. We're going to say that was a 10 delta, right? I mean, depending if you go with probability of being in the money or whatever. That was at 119 days to expiration. When did we enter it? We entered it on 1/19/21. Lily, turn your game down, baby. Daddy's in class. Oh, the stuff that kid watches. And the price of that was, oh wow, I got filled at not $1. Well, yeah, says I got filled at $1. So that cost me $100.85 with my commission on that. Okay, so we need to close out our other one. I can do that later today. I mean, it's still there. You need to tell it that you closed that one out. So if you have any questions whatsoever on the VIX hedge, do it there. Okay, there's your thing. So what you're saying, well, Bobby, what do I do if I only need to pay $30 for one? Well, could you technically go out here and buy one of these? Yeah, but you know, what's the chances of VIX getting up to 80 or 85? Hey, it's done it before, right? But still, if volatility increases, those things should swell as well, right? So, you know, you could still take a chance and buy one further out and just try to protect your portfolio. That's all that is, y'all. That's insurance. That's like you're a homeowner and you pay that homeowner's insurance. We do it every 30 days in the account. So you see we've got VIX. That gives me a nice negative 23 deltas. Were it not for my VIX positions, I would have positive delta. So all looks well there. But what doesn't look well is, now look at my Vega. It's a negative 56, right? because VIX gives you positive Vega. And here's the cool part. If you'll go to the Analyze tab and you'll put in VIX, you can see how well this will do. And I like changing it to vol step and do 4 vol steps if volatility increases substantially. And this is you, baby. When if the VIX goes to 40, right, then I'm going to make between, look over here to the left, this will show you what you're going to make. So if VIX goes to 40, depending on the exact amount of volatility goes up, I'm up $2,400 to $3,000 on that. If it goes to 50, then I'm up 5,149 all the way up to 5,900, and so on and so on. You go up to 60, what am I at? I'm at 8,000 to 9,500 on profits. So if you are selling puts like we do, this is a very, very, very nice hedge to have. Okay? All right, who's all in the room with us now? Let me see. Did Matt ever come in? I'm worried about him. Let's see who all we got here. Let me change it around here. Okay, here we go. See if Matt's not in here yet. All right, so that's how we're looking. Now, I told you that I was going to put on a gold trade, but first, I want to just look at the E-minis because I'm about to start my daily E-mini trade where we're just going to ladder into this thing. So let's look at the E-minis. And this chart should be exactly the same as the micros, which we trade, right? This is a 30-minute chart over the last 10 days. And we can see, there's Matt. There's my buddy. Matt, I was worried about you.
Been driving around, taking pictures of houses and measuring things, so
You're not
been
like
all tied up.
you're not like stalking people or anything like you're taking pictures of people who's got restraining orders against you, nothing like that, right?
Exactly. Nope.
Okay,
Just
okay.
just new buildings.
Okay, new buildings. Well, cool. Well, I'm so glad to have you here because we were blaming you a while ago because DraftKings is taking us down today, and I was like, the only reason I'm in that is because of Matt.
Haven't you made money on DraftKings?
Shh, yes, I have, Matt. I'm just picking at you. Just picking at you. All right, let's look at the E-minis now. So we see here. I love giving Matt a hard time. We see here, this is where the most volume has traded in the last 10 days, right? And what is price doing? Price, sure enough, said, hey, I was in a fair zone here. Draw the butt. We're in a fair market value. And it went to an oversold condition. Price said, wait a minute, y'all. Bobby drew a green monster. We can't stay oversold. So we need to get price back up into the fair value zone, right? So if you were to ask me, what are the E-minis going to do? Now this, y'all, I have no idea, right? But it wouldn't surprise me to see price edge back up to that point of control and even go into this area, the fair value zone, for the month of January. So why don't we do this? Let's delete that. And let's look at it from another perspective. We're like a broken record. Y'all know where we're going, right? We're going to go to our linear regression chart, and we're going to see what our macros do. Oh, man, it was just, there it is. Let's click on that. Look at GM, y'all. GM. What is this, like Tesla or something? GM. I forget what I'm looking at. ES. Let's see what ES will give us. ES, the E-mini S&P futures. Okay, come on. All right, so let's click the front month. Double click that, and let's see what the E-mini S&P looks like. So, look at this, y'all. Here we go. We are in an uptrend. This is a daily chart. We go up the channel, down the channel, center of the channel, down to the channel, middle, but we are still going up. So what is my suspicion on the E-minis? I gotta tell you, I think it's going up. So why don't we go ahead and put a micro trade on. Now keep in mind your spreadsheet will tell you what deltas to sell, which is the coolest thing. Whoever designed that spreadsheet, man, they are, I mean, they must be like the stuff, right? So let's open our spreadsheet. Let's go to the Action tab. It says, do I need to adjust my buying power? No, Bobby, because you are a puss in boots and you're scared to death, so you're only using like 15% of your buying power. Will you be selling premium today? Yes, you will, Bobby. And remember, if I die, Beth's supposed to come in with her phone at 10:30, 12:30, and 2:30 and sell premium. And it says, based on the implied volatility, Bobby, you should be selling the 15 delta put and the 15 delta call if you're going to do strangles. But, so that's what Beth would do. Beth's going to sell a strangle every day, right? She's not worried about the Greeks. You and I, we think, have a little edge. So what I think I'm going to do, I've got negative deltas now. I don't think that'll give me positive deltas. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to trade a micro. Let's put one in here. A micro. They don't take much buying power. They're great to adjust your deltas, give you a little bit of theta. And your spreadsheet also tells you which expiration to sell it in. At what expiration? 59 days. It knows because it communicates with the Thinkorswim. So we go to 59 days, and I'm going to sell me about a 15 delta put. So you can either go by delta, 15 would be here, or you can go with probability of being in the money. Look, we got one that's right at 15%. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to click on the bid. And it says the natural is $29.50. The mid is $29.75. Let's see if we can get $29.75. It only takes $320 in buying power, y'all. Now let's look at that for a second. I want you to see this. Remember, we built this in the spreadsheet the other day, a return on capital, right? So if you can bring in premium of, let's do it again, 147.28, that's the credit that we received. Let's put 147.28, 147.28. And how much buying power does it take for that trade? Not a lot at all. It takes $320 in buying power. So let's put that into our return on capital. 320. How many days to expiration? I believe that was 59. So that gives you a raw return, 147 divided by 320, of 46% return on capital. That's just raw, right? That's the 147 divided by 320. But if we take that and we annualize that, that's a 284% return on capital. I like it. I like it a lot. So I'm going to go put that trade in. And let me make sure it didn't change our little price here. 29 cents. Oh, now the mid's up at 30. Look at this. Let's try to get 30 on that. Send. Come on, baby. Fill me. Nothing. Nothing. We'll walk it down a little. We'll walk her down. And for those of y'all that want to be a little more patient on your trades, I mean, I would. But I'm impatient. I want to get filled. I want to get on to my next little thing, but I don't want to walk it down too much. Oh man, we still not getting filled at $29.75. Unbelievable. Come on, fill me, fill me, fill me, fill me, fill me. It'll fill here. $29.50. Right? $29.50. We are in, baby. So then you go to your Thinkorswim. You're going to right click on that options line, and you're going to hit copy. We'll show you why. Because we put that into our spreadsheet, don't we? Under the micros. We just sold a micro. We've got our little micro campaign going. I'm being just a little bit directional because we're thinking that the market might go up, even though I'm scared to death that somebody's going to do something strange out there. So we got filled at the 33.10 put. 33.10. And then you right click and paste in that option name. And we sold a short put. Short put. Actual delta, it recommended 15. We went in at 15. And days to expiration are 59. Entered on the 19th. Hey Beth, you turn her thing down, I'm in the class.
Okay.
Okay. 29.5. So, current day price. Why is it not pulling in? Must be a problem with the deal in. Are any of y'all having that problem at all? Is the hedge, like I say, I've got cookies on my screen. It's not 25% of net lick, it's 0.25% of net lick, right? So if you enter your net lick in over here, for today's date, then it will automatically pull that up under the VIX hedge and tell you, it'll do the calculation for you. So you don't have to put in your net lick here. It's got a formula that looks that up on the net lick page and basically pulls in your last net lick that you put in over here, right? So 44,361. So if I go over here, it goes to VIX hedge. See, it's 44,362, and it does that calculation for you. So if you're doing it in your head, then you're going to take your net lick and multiply it by 0.0025 to get your proper allocation for that. Okay? Very good question. Very good question. All right, so we go back to micros. We see that Thinkorswim is not doing something. Hold on one second, y'all. Best I need to look up there. I need you to watch that too. Okay, got it. So, we're thinking this is not my problem, that it's the problem with Thinkorswim. So I'll close it down in a little bit and see if it'll pick up a nice feed. Or maybe I need to close down Thinkorswim to get that as well. Okay? All right, questions on the VIX hedge, question on putting on a micro trade. I could have sold the call, right? I could have sold the call. I sold the put. Let's see what that does to my deltas now. You want to make sure your deltas are beta weighted. Make sure you click that, because if you don't, it's going to be really whack. It'd say, man, you're positive 95.5 deltas, right? But no, if you beta weight that to SPY, I've still got negative 10 delta. I built up my theta just a little bit, and my Vega went up just a tad too. Okay? And I'm up $15 on the day. Woohoo! How does Daddy do it? All right, good job. Good job. Also, let's see. Yes, thanks. Okay, James, you got that answered, right? All right, any other questions? Any stock that you want me to look at? Anything you want me to do? Now is the time to post it in the chat, or you can simply unmute yourself and just see if there's something that you want me to check out. Otherwise, we will find something to check out. First of all, let me see how much premium I've got left to sell for the day. Let's see what my weekly premium tells me. All right, so today I should be at $688 in premium sold. It says that I've still got about $300 left to sell for the day. There you go. You see I've sold $388 for the day. For the week, I'm at 22%. And dang it, I've got a loss this week. Man, we've been doing so good. 533, 644, negative 24, and now my premium capture's going on. And look, I'm only making 45% over the year as far as my projections go. All right? So let's find something else to trade, shall we? And I was looking, if you guys don't use scans in Thinkorswim, man, I just love using the scan, right? So I like to scan in weeklies. You just go to scan tab and you go to weeklies, right? So you go scan in weeklies, just go under public down to the W's, public RW, and go to weeklies. And the reason I like scanning in weeklies is because that shows all of the options, all of the stocks that have weekly options. And that basically means that those are the ones that have the liquidity. See all that nice liquidity in all of these scans? And then I like to see, hey, what has gapped up or what has gapped down? So setup scan, I'm scanning in weeklies. I'm intercepting that with a gap. Go to public and you see gap up, right? Hit the scan button. And I like seeing, hey, What's popping up for today? Well, AMC Entertainment Holdings is popping up for today. They must believe somehow that people are going to start going to the movies. Look at the volume on that thing, 161 million. If you want to trade a cheap little stock, there you go, right? Man, you could just buy shares of that thing. I've never traded that and probably wouldn't, something that's, you know, $3. But that's what I was looking at a while ago. I was looking at GM. Look at GM. Man, that thing is up 9%, 39 million shares. I mean, it's acting like Tesla. Let's look at it. Let's look at GM. That's a nice, boring stock. They won't talk about this one in Wall Street bets. They'll say, Bobby, you're a boomer. You old fart. You don't need to trade GM. You ought to trade Tesla. Okay, I got you. Let's just see what it's doing here. So if this is GM, this is the month of December, and look at January. Holy Shimon. Let's draw a quick green monster, shall we? If you are new to us, don't let this scare you off and say, I can't do that. We got a whole class on it. Just ask me, I'll show you where it's at. So I'm going to right click, edit properties. I almost forgot how to do this. And we're going to get the high and the low for December. So the high was 45.45. 45.45, and the low was 40.06. Let's see how GM's doing and why it's doing so good. Next thing we do is we get our little extension tool, and we're going to draw from the 50% line down to the middle of the green. That's where the most time was spent in the month of December. I'm close, and then we'll draw it down to the 100 line, like so. Next step is to move the 100 line down to the 200 line. So we're going to right click, we're going to activate the drawing, we're going to pull that little joker down to the 200%. There, got it. All right, and hit the escape button. Now, we need to right click and remove that drawing because it did everything it needed for us to do. Now we're going to go edit properties. This is going to be December for January because we used December price action to project prices in January, and we like to set our colors to green. Now, what do you see here? Well, I see a problem because here's our chart, but look at where price is on this puppy. So what we've got to do, and this is the hardest part for me, y'all, is we've got to duplicate this, and we got to pull it up. Now here's where it gets so hard. Let's see if I can do it here. I'm going to now move this baby up. I'm just duplicating it and pulling it up so that we can get a similar little thing here. Let's see. That looks good. Let me go over without moving my mouse too much. Nobody jump. Okay. Whoa. Darn it. Dang it, I was right on it. Oh, let me go back out. See if I can move her down just a little bit. Oh, man. No. Let's do it again. Y'all hang with me. No, I don't want to activate it. I want to duplicate it. Duplicate, baby. There we go. Now I'll drag one up and just layer it on the top there. But that's not right. You can't do it that way because you got to have an overbought and an oversold for every area. So this should be it right here. Yeah. Now then, baby. All right. You see what I'm saying? You need, this is the fair price range, so you got to have an overbought and an oversold area for that. So now we've got that nice and done. So now we go to our volume profile, and let's see what we've got for GM. Type in GM. I have never traded General Motors. I don't think ever. Wow, look at this. What is it telling us? Well, let's do a little drawing. Get my little drawing tool. It's saying, hey guys, volume profile, this is where the volume has been traded over the last 10 days, the most volume. Would not be surprised for volume profile to say, hey, you know what? I don't know what happened today, but baby, we may go back down here. So I'm a little concerned about that. Now let's look at everything else. This is the fair value range of where price was, but price got angry and said, I'm going to gap through the overbought area, and now I'm going to be in an oversold area for the fair price range that's up here. So this now is saying we've got a decision to make. We've got a decision on whether we're going to be in this fair price range up here, or if we're going to come back down to where we were, right? So let me take the drawing off for you, and let's see what the fair value looks like above. Are you bullish on GM? So see, it's now in this fair value range and could easily pop on up, keep on going in that area, right? So it had a big gap up. Or do you think the gap's going to fill and the price is going to come down? Now let's just look. Let's look at our linear regression and see what we're thinking about GM. GM. GM, look at this, y'all. Clearly, this stock, this is a daily chart, is in a bullish pattern, is it not? Check it out. It goes to the top of the channel, down to the bottom, and now this puppy has just exploded. Let me draw a couple lines here. I'm not going to give much commentary on this. I just want to see something here. Just want to draw something to see if I think that's overdone or not. I just want to see. Let me draw me a little straight line there. And then let me draw another little straight line here. Let me clone that baby like they do in Star Wars. Clone. So it'll give me an identical little deal. Now I'm gonna pull this baby down to the bottom because I'm gonna see if this move is undone or not. Let's see. Let's kind of put it right there. All right. Oh, if you're a chartist, I'm driving you nuts right now because you're sitting there going, gosh, what an idiot this boy is. He has no idea what he's doing. And I agree totally with you. But I just want you to see something. Now, I want to draw another line between this point and this point. See what I'm doing? I'm just kind of finding a little support and resistance areas there, right? So you can kind of see in here how that line looks like it's a little bit of support. You kind of saw how that was resistance there, right? Now I want to do how far has this thing moved. I'm going to take the value between those two, and I'm going to move this up here. And in my mind, and I'm no expert, y'all, on charting or doing anything, but in my mind, look at this. I think that that move, which I would have anticipated to be no more than this, has now gone a little bit farther than my proposed expected move, right? Would I stand in front of this and sell a call? You know, I may just would. I mean, on an up day like this, give me some negative deltas. What's the news on GM? What's the problem with GM? Let's see, hold on a second. What are we hearing on GM? What's the problem with them? Let's look at it in Tastyworks. All right, so they've got earnings coming up on February the 10th. 74% IV there, 63 there, 59 there, 61 there, 58 there. Gosh, what I want to do. If we went out to 31 days, I would be out of it in plenty of time. Wonder how the 24 days, that's got a little more IV in it, doesn't it? Then that one, 24 days. I've never traded GM. Let's just look at it. Let's see how tight these little spreads are. GM. What do we say? The 24, there's 58 on that. Implied volatility is 60 on that. 58 there. Let's see in the weeklies how the what would happen if I went out here and sold a. Oh, that's not too bad, is it? $1.68 to $1.79. Let's see if the spreads are tighter in the monthly. You would expect that they would be. Let's go to 31 days. If we sold a 16.
Bobby, the news on GM, it says, is that Microsoft partners with GM in their electric car. So that kind of got boosted today on Yahoo Finance.
Mm-hmm. So Microsoft kind of partnered with them?
Yeah.
What do they say? Buy the rumor, sell the news, right?
Yep. When there's that much of a
yeah, I mean, look at it.
stretch.
It's up, 5%, right? In one day, just because Microsoft's doing something. I mean, people are laughing at me because you're trading GM. Microsoft is a dinosaur too, though, isn't it? That's a 34 delta. What was that, Melanie?
A rich dinosaur.
A rich dinosaur. Yeah, it's a rich dinosaur, all right. All right, Bobby, what do you want to do? 109, 113, or do you want to bring in $200 on that? That's a 34 delta. That seems sweet. But you know what? Let's just see what this would take me. If I brought in $1.11 over 549.25. So 110.45. Thanks for that, Melanie. I appreciate that. Let's go to our little calculator. If we brought in 110.45 on that one, and the buying power on that was 549.25. See what kind of investment that is. 549.25. And how many days was that? 31. 31 days. 31 days. That's a raw return of 20% and a yearly return of 236%. Wowzers. I could evaluate the other one, I guess. I could do, say, what if you did sell this one, Bobby? And you brought in $204. Let's say 203. Remember, my number's 203. Boy Scout Troop 203. Look at this, 202.45. That may be destiny. 202.45. So remember, that's 236%. 202.45. And if I bought in, how much buying power for that one? 584.95. 584.95. Y'all, 407% return on the capital on that one, over a yearly basis. Y'all, let's see if the price changed anymore. Is it still at 203? Oh man, dropping like a rock. I'm doing it. It's dropping like a rock. See if I can get $2 out of it. Adds that up to $2. See if we get filled. Boom, baby. The first trade, y'all were with me the very first time I ever traded this stock. It's up 5% on the day, and I'm saying hogwash. Hogwash, right? So, now remember, you're sitting there going, oh my God, Bobby just sold a naked call. Yeah, I did. Could it hurt me a lot? Well, yeah, it could. But it gives me negative deltas, which I want to have, right? So now I'm down to, remember I was negative 10, now I'm down to negative 18. That little trade gave me negative 7 deltas, SPY weighted. Gave me $5.70 a day in theta. Now, I'm not leaving you alone, right? I'm going to help you because you go, I kind of like to do that, but I can't sell a naked call, man. Bobby's a gunslinger. Okay, no big deal. Here's what I want you to do. Go to here where it says spread, right? And change that to a vertical. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, look at there. You could do a dollar wide spread, y'all. So you would want to get about 33 cents. Let's see, you're going to have to come a little closer into the money than I was. Right here, look at there, there's 31. Maybe you could get filled there, right? You want to collect 1/3 the width of the strike. You could follow me in that trade. Have defined risk. Let's see what you get on this one. 28. Price is jumping around a little bit, isn't it? What can you get here? 37. Yeah, it'd probably get me a little more safety and go, baby, right here. I do the 57.58. Now you say, well, hey, Bobby, I kind of like to do a 3-wide spread. Well, do this. Go to vertical, go to deep and wide, and you can change all this stuff, right? You can go 1 strike, 2 strikes, 1 month times 3 strikes. Let's do a vertical there, see what it is. Here, those are 3-point wide now, right? So in a 3-point wide, you want to collect about $1, right? So if you're 3 points wide, divided by or times 1/3, which was, you would want to get about $1 on that one. So let's see which one you could do for $1. Sell that one for 95. There you go, baby. You got the 56.59. You're collecting $1. I like it. I like it a lot. Or heck, you could do a strangle, you could do an iron condor if you're not confident on direction. But based on what we saw, I'm thinking, and it's just a suspicion, I'm thinking that our friend GM will not find footing here into a new fair value range. And I'm thinking that in fact it may come back into this area where it's traded for oh so long, even though we're in an uptrend. So we don't need much of a pullback. I mean, if I make 10% on that in a day or two, I'm out. I will manage that trade. So I'll keep a close eye on it. I hate calls, y'all. I just hate them. It's not my big thing, right? I just don't like them. I'm much more comfortable with puts. But let's right click on that and let's enter our little trade into our spreadsheet. That got us a lot of premium. We're almost done for the day. So let's go to equities. Let's go to GM. We are in GM. We are the boomers, baby. We are styling and profiling. Let's see. I sold the 60 call. We're going to right click and paste our little option name in there. We did a short call. What was that delta on that thing? It's about 30 or so. 34, man. You could say 30, 34. I don't normally like using this number. I'm going to say it's 28. I sold the 28. It recommended the 15, but I am on fire, baby. 31 days. We entered on the 19th. And we got a nice little premium of $2 on that. I should have done 203 since it was my number just to see if we could get it. There we go. We're already down $9, y'all. How does Daddy do it? We're down 3% already. That was a great trade. Don't let that worry you, okay? Anytime you do a credit trade, you're selling something, it's always going to start out, you'll always start out at a loss. So don't worry about that too much. And see what it does, it fits in totally with what I want my account to be. So now if you go to your Greeks and ratios, change things up a little bit, we know that we're now, here we go, negative 18.11. Let's just update them one more time. Negative 18.11. I like having negative deltas. And that's the great thing when you do all this together. I mean, beta weight it to the SPY. Man, it just makes it so much easier to manage your account. Look at there. Nice theta, 43.23. Let's see if I can get it over 0.10. What was it? 43.23. Give me some dark green, baby. Give me some dark green. Dang it. I'm right at the point, but it didn't make it dark green. If that had been 0.11, I'd been fine. But I'm fine, right? That's what it says. It says you need to be between 0.10% and 1%. Now let's see what our buying power is. Since I'm such a chicken this week that everything's going wrong, we're using 7805 in buying power. Y'all, I mean, I'm a gunslinger. Look at that. 7805. I have bumped my buying power up to 17%. I am an outlaw, baby. An outlaw. So we are looking mighty, mighty good. All right, let's see what the question says. Anything here? Okay, yeah. Melanie sent a link in our thing that we could read about that. And you know, that's the thing, guys. I mean, most of the time I don't, you know, I'm not looking at the news. I just trade what I see before me. And that's what I saw. Let's go back to the scan tab another time, because this will help you so much. Go to the scan tab here. What if we wanted to see things that had gapped down, right? Let's see. Let's say you could go to, here we go. G's, where's gap down? Gap up, gap down. There we go. Let's see if anything gapped down today. Oh man, look at this. Moderna, right? Lumentum Holdings, Peloton, Nove, whatever that is, Viacom, Yeti, and DB. So tells you all the volume that's on there. So a lot of times I get trade ideas just from going here. And the other thing that I get trade ideas from is I will go to, let's see, I will go to Tastyworks. And you know, I love their little watch list, right? I can create my own, but I like looking at theirs. So let's go and see how our ETFs are doing. Tasty Trade, liquid ETFs, right? And then you can sort them by IV rank. Let's see what the high IV rank is. Silver, silver and gold. That is on the top. And normally I have a silver position. Why do I not have a silver position? Let's see. What do I have? VIX, no silver? I got no gold? I got no nothing. All right, let's see let's see how we look on silver. I know we've already drawn the line, so we don't have to do that again. Silver. Oh, y'all. What am I seeing in silver? I am seeing that silver was most heavily traded right here. This is where the volume was done, y'all. And silver has fallen out of favor. Would it surprise me to see silver go shabonk right back up to there? No, it wouldn't actually. And what is the big green monster showing us? Big green monster showing, let's draw the monster's butt. There's his butt. That shows this is fair value. And this is oversold. And this is overbought for the fair range below down here that you can't see on the screen, right? So now silver's kind of in an area here. It's up 2.31% on the day. Wow, look at that. And is, you know, it's in the oversold. It's kind of inching back toward there. You hate selling, I kind of hate selling puts on a day when something is up. But if I'm looking, then my suspicion is, and I don't know direction. Remember, I'm like a meteorologist. I get probably as many right as I do wrong. So let's go and look at it in our little regression channel. See what our little friend Silver's doing. I hate that Burl Ives is dead. Oh, I just loved him. See what Silver's, oh man, look at Silver. We are in a, what kind of pattern are we in Silver? Almost pointing down, isn't it? Interesting. Interesting. It's up on the day. It's at the middle here. You know, I could even see Selling Strangle in it based on this, right? I could see that. But then I go back to our little volume profile and go, You know, it's had a big drop. Look, it's consolidating. Sucker may go back up, may go down. I don't know. Let's see what selling the put would do in silver. Let's look where the IV is most in silver. Which expiration? Silver! 41, 40, 40, 40, 40. 41 in a 3-day. Would I dare to trade a 3-day? Nope, not with that premium, right? Let's see, that's why I'm probably going out to the 31-day because it's a monthly. Let's see what we got there. Here's the expected move, right? So if we went to a, boy, you're not bringing in a lot of credit, are you? You could go just down to the bottom there if you're pretty certain on your move and get 26. That would be a 79% probability of profit. That means making a penny. 26 of extrinsic value. Probability of getting to 50% on that trade is 91%. Gets positive deltas, positive theta. My max loss, if it went to 0, which it won't, is 2,124. And you're bringing in $270 or using 270 in buying power. So that's a 21.5. Let's see it in our SLV. What we say, 31 days, 21.5, right? That's about a 21 delta, 19 delta, 21% probability of success. Bring in $26. So you'd be bringing in 25.45. Go back to our spreadsheet. 25.45. And the buying power that it would take me to put on that trade is 270.55. 270.55. I just like looking at this. In 31 days, that's 9.41% raw return and 110% over an entire year if I collected that premium and kept on doing it for the whole year. Of course, we're not going to collect the entire 25.45, right? But, dang it, let's sell that put. There we go. Filled at 26. Let's see what that did to my overall deltas. Yeah, it didn't change on much, did it? Silver gave me a little positive delta. Gave me theta of $1.04. Little bit of vega. And now I'll go and do that trade. I'll log that in. I don't want to bore y'all with me, logging in all my trades and stuff. Unless that's helpful to you. I never gets old for me putting in my trades. Because I like how things go. And we don't put that under commodities, right? Because silver is an ETF. So we put that under our equities tab. All right. Any questions at all? Anything you want me to look at? Oh, okay. Definitely helpful seeing me enter trades and update. Okay. Well, it won't take but a second. If y'all have to go, you can go. But if there's something you want me to look at, you say, man, Bobby, I've been looking at this, man. I just need a second pair of eyes. Well, my eyes ain't that good. But I will look over it for you. Let's see, we did the 21.5 and we did the put. So let's go here and grab it. 22 point, yeah, we sold a put, so right click on it. I'll copy that. Going to paste it here. So to pull in our price. That was a short put. What was that? About a, let's see, I always forget my delta. About a 22, let's put that in. 22. And there were 31 days. Put that in on the 19th. 21. Because I like trading a lot of the same things over and over and over. I'm really used to them, right? I love my silver trades, my gold trades. We got filled for 0.26. So we brought in $25.45. So we got that in. Then you go to your weekly premium tab and it takes that into account. So now I've only got $74 more of premium to sell for the day, and I will be done. All right? And it's just that easy. I started out having to sell up to $688 for the week. We're at $613. I may sell something else, and if I do, I will send it out in the trade input tab. All right, guys, it's been a very, very good session. I love y'all and appreciate you, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow we will get started a little earlier, okay? I'll be starting at 11:30 Eastern time tomorrow. So you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.